Hi, this is Meredith from SheSwingsOnAStar.com. I am here today to share with you one of my favorite techniques that I like to do at the end of a long day where maybe I spent too much time on my computer or maybe driving my car, anything where my shoulders are coming forward and my chest feels a little bit tight. I want to open that up and release some of that tension there. So I have one of my favorite props, which is my yoga bolster. I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to show you a modification if you don't have a bolster or if this is too high, which it might be for some people. So I'm just going to sit with my low back right up against that bolster. And I'm going to keep my knees bent, but you might also straighten them. And I'm just going to lay over the bolster. Take some nice full abdominal thoracic breaths. So as I inhale, my belly rises and my ribs expand. And as I exhale, everything comes back in towards my spine. And I may lay here for 5 or 10 or even 15 minutes, depending on the evening. Just letting all of this start to relax and melt down towards the floor. Now, the modification that I mentioned. If you don't have a bolster, or if that's a little high, and it might be, especially in your low back, if you don't have a lot of mobility there, or maybe too much mobility, you can also use either 1 or 2 stacked blankets. So you might even want to start with 1 blanket, but you can also stack up 2, and I like to stagger them a little bit to create space for my low back to just gradually ease over them, and then lie all the way down. Now if you find that your chin is way up here, you might also want to add a pillow back here so that your chin and your forehead are about the same height. And again, you're just going to ease into it, tuck your shoulder blades underneath you, and just gradually let that tension melt away, opening up the chest, working with the breath, trying not to let the ribs pop too much in the air. If you find that they're popping, your lower ribs are popping up too much, you might be stacked up too high, and you might want to come down a little bit to start with at least. Also, if you feel like you're kind of hanging in space too much with your arms off of the ground, that's going to make it very difficult for you to relax. So you may also want to put blankets underneath your shoulders or your upper arms or your lower arms. Anything that's going to help you to feel more supported and grounded and help with that relaxation. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you would like to get more self-care tips, please join me on my private Facebook group, which is the Vitality RX. Thank you. Bye-bye.